Snuck out of the house. Snuck out of the house. Already took my shower, but now I'm gonna get all stinky because I gotta weld these up. Just got to. Welcome. I made that panel last night. I don't know if you guys caught it. And I snuck down out of the house. Everybody's asleep, so nobody will know. Nobody will know that I'm down here, and you guys won't tell, right? Right? Hello, hello, hello. So I got to do some more spot welds on this so I can get that next panel buzzed on, and I was gonna wait till tomorrow, but why wait till tomorrow? Because tomorrow may never come. Maybe. Having a little bit of difficulty welding this thin metal, mainly on the mainly in this part right here. It seems to want to weld to the nozzle sometimes. And most of the time it doesn't. I wish I could resolve it, but it doesn't resolve. It just keeps welding to it. And I'm not saying it has to dead it on something else I've welded before, but it has. Talked about last night replacing the tip, and still getting away with not replacing it, but we keep seeing what it's doing. It's doing what it's doing. Starts making a whole lot of popping noise, but I've seen that it seems to be working. It's working. It's doing its work. that one. Thought I got it. Seems like when it's frying bacon, it's bacon. Spent a lot of time picking this off the ground because my table's wood and warped, so it rolls off. Photographer, huh? Now this is a Fume extractor for welding like I'm doing now, so when I'm building something I don't have to smell the fumes like I'm doing right now. But unfortunately I got to smell the fumes just a little bit longer. That's what that is, a Fume extractor, in case you guys haven't been following along. Fume extractor. Yeah, look at that. Somebody got it right. It's fumes come in here. Fumes come in here, and then they go out. The exit, the exhaust comes out the other end over here. So I got pretty much this welding stuff done. Then I just got to put a wire mesh over the hole for the exhaust. I already got them mounted for the wheels underneath the bottom. I already got, so I got to clean these wheels up and put on the bottom next, the next couple days. And then I got to work on my tube coming up, and I bought some flexible stuff that I'm going to run out of here, like that. Just regular heating duct stuff. There. Right there. So we're kind of at the last end of her, but because I had a couple of flash U's on the build where I put one motor in initially and it worked, and then I put another one in and it worked on my smoke test. You can go back and look at some of the live videos, of it if you like. Usually when I say that to people, they don't go back and look. They only like live stuff, and that's why they're here. So, anyways, all I can do is tell you. I can tell you, but that's as far as it goes. That's what I've found so far. Doing live stuff. People just like to watch the live, and they won't go watch pre-recorded stuff. So it's about how it works. Yep, so about where I'm at, I can grind my spot welds down and make it look pretty. Then I gotta put the wire mesh on, do that tomorrow night. I would just kind of bored, and I don't know. I think next time I think dozen eggs now is $4, ain't it? Last time I heard a dozen eggs are $4. Could be wrong though. Could be up, Mile. If we go into World War III, I might have to get my own chickens to lay eggs because they may not be available. You know what I'm saying? If we go into World War III. Thanks again. Yep, so that's what I got going. That's what I want to do is just get this piece welded on. And it wasn't going to take long because I already drilled all the holes last night in the live. I think I'm going to call it this thing. I think I'm going to just leave this name on, right on it. Call it that. Whatever that is. Fried Rich. I'm going to call it Fried Rich. Fried Rich. Yeah. But I won't need that big of a piece. Need that big piece. Not sure what I want to get done tonight. Tomorrow night. All I have nothing to do except run my mouth. So. Answer questions. We'll be on tomorrow night the normal time, which will be after 6 Eastern Standard Time. After 6 Eastern Standard Time we'll be on. So just in case you're wondering why I was on so late. Saturdays I usually stay up late anyway, so. Probably can't even see what I'm doing, probably. Welcome you 17 of you guys. So I'm just removing the aluminum off the ends of it. It makes it look pretty. Two end pieces. That one I probably won't have to do because, well, I don't know why I'm saying that. I'm going to use both pieces, which I'm going to. I need to take and remove both. And I need to put this mesh on because we have mice in the garage. Just got another mouse tonight, so. Nice and warm in here for them, and I like it. Not much to eat in here, so occasional potato chip if I bring one down. Try not to eat it here because, you know, I'm just feeding the mice. Alright. There we go. Again, it's aluminum, so it won't be much to cut this stuff. We're in a cold part of Michigan, and according to the weather on YouTube, says that we're gonna get some more cold stuff. So, and now it's starting to snow off. So. I should keep this for treasure. I should keep it because I don't have any of this stuff. But unfortunately, I won't know where I put it at. So that's the problem. It's a problem. I have so much stuff that I don't know where it's at. We're gonna go 14, alright. Hope you're okay with that. 14. So we're 5 from the bottom. 5 from the bottom. Hope I got it right, but maybe don't. So, hope you had a good day. Mine wasn't too bad. Let's see. I was gonna go somewhere, and then I didn't have to go nowhere. I lucked out on that. But I do. Seem to get confused on what I left off. Where I left off. I still gotta trim it because my eyes are not tracking very well. Yeah. You almost got it. Okay. You're still there. I don't know how I can't zoom one side to the next, but I can. Yeah. We got it, I think. Yep. So I just slide my bolt ends, trim it off, and we'll be good and golden, right? Just smack it with a hammer somewhere. You got to make sure that it bends on you when you do that, because if it's not bent, yeah. I do believe it's gonna do its function, I believe. Thought I opened it up enough, but obviously it didn't. Of course, it's got a little damage to it. Just a little. There. Okay. Kind of like little vents. I think you guys will be okay with that. Maybe not, there we go. Things that want to come out. One thing I'm kind of iffing about right now, really iffing, is how I'm going to hold this on the box. How am I going to hold this on the box? Oh yeah. Whew. That wasn't that bad. Sound effects. Actually, it'd be nice if I had a couple more pieces of that stuff, because that would be nice to use it across the top too, wouldn't it? But I could probably just use one in the center to make it look. Yeah, that looks pretty good though. I didn't take this off, whatever it was on, so I don't know exactly if they had more than You want it to look halfway decent, you need to put it all the way on, right? Is that right? Well, I think it's already on. Just, made it lock. So that'll hold it in the center. I got one more piece there. Let me use that last piece in the bottom. So that'll if I can find some of this stuff before I really had this. If I can find some more aluminum stuff, I would tend to say that I can just find it and put it on like this. Alright. Yeah, definitely need to though. That one already just fell off. Yeah, I need to find some aluminum that I can take and bend along the top and see. Just bend on the wrist. It'll just be right. I think I got some. Yeah. Really need to put some on the top. You know what I'm saying? How's that? There's not much to it, it's just real thin aluminum tracking and I don't know what this is. What's up? Well, that's an 1.25 and 3/8. How much is that? Almost 2 inches. Inch and a half. Inch and a half. Yeah, I'm usually not on this late, but I'm waiting for a TV program to come on. It comes out at 1 o'clock every night, every Saturday night, and she's not 1 o'clock yet. So, and I was able to sneak out. Without getting caught. Unless the manager is watching. He's on YouTube too, so yeah. That's where we're kinda at, right here. Yeah. I didn't know how long it was gonna take to do that. But I was drilling the holes last night at late dark, whatever the time that was. After 5:30. Actually, it's getting closer to 6 now, as I notice here, Eastern Standard Time. That we're getting more daylight. Yeah, I'm all for that. You know what that means. But tomorrow we're gonna find out if we have 6 more weeks of winter, and I'm thinking we probably do have 6 more weeks of winter, but I'd like to be positive and say that we don't, but yep. I was thinking it was never going to get here. I didn't think it was ever going to get I didn't think we were going to get there because it was just all these all dumb things just took forever. Drilling and drilling and drilling. So the bottom's already done. You know, we already good for the wheels. So yeah. So I just got to put that on and try to figure out how to put that on without doing more of these. I got some more though. I got more. Problem is, I don't think I'll be going back in here again. You know what I'm saying? Through this way. I don't plan on going back in that way. The front, the top, is the way I'm going to have to get back in. So, yeah. Any other questions for anybody? You know, I can still talk for another 20-some minutes, but like I said, I'm just waiting. I still got 2 hours to wait to watch my special. That's probably, it's always a rerun. I don't want to name it because probably YouTube will hear it and then all of a sudden give me a copyright because I said that name of that television program. And then I got to take and block it out and all that. So I just said not waste that time. And I have to, if I don't say that name that's on at 1 o'clock on MeTV on Saturday nights. And if you have MeTV at 1 o'clock on Saturday nights, then you know what it is. Now you can say it, and they ain't gonna say nothing to you. But if I say it, then it's copyright. You know what I'm saying? I filmed something. I filmed that a little bit of the music on Facebook a while back, summertime, and you know Facebook's owned by Google, and they sent me a notice on it. You can't play that. That's copyrighted music. La la la. And I think they banned it, but it must have been after a few people that I went to, you know, how many people I have on my Facebook is people I went to school with. There's a couple other people that some or other got in there that I can't figure out how to get rid of because, I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, I'm thinking I might just, instead of drilling, I may just drill some holes here. Because this is all accessible right here on both sides. But the problem with that is you know, I can't, because of it being the spring steel, I can't thread anything in there. So maybe off camera I'll use some more of these up because it's not that many left. You know what I'm saying? It's not that many left. And I'm not going to put you guys through the misery of watching me drill another 6 holes with the jam nuts. Rib nuts. Gotta get it right. Rib nuts. When I went to pick these up, I told them what it was, and they said, I don't know what that is. We got these things over here. I think I say that every time I talk about them, but they said, oh, these are called rib nuts. Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna say it about 100 times on the video that I'm using them on. So when I go back to yeah, you're gonna have to do some more with the these pieces of that template I made of that thing I got to cut out on here. Them little tiny supports. I don't know. I made a little template I like. I didn't even care for it. I wanted to be more fancier than that, but the bottom one you won't see that much. The top one I'm going to make it fancier. The other one up at the top you're going to be able to see it up at the top. So the bottom one you won't see that much, really. Yeah, I don't know. It's here on this table of, well, it could be on the floor, but I've been sweeping my stuff pile in the pile and trying to get rid of it. So yeah, hope you had a good evening. I mean, Hope you got some of your stuff done there. Are you still working in the garage there, sir? Go Race Go. Are you still able to work in your garage or no? I know you got no heat. You got no heat. You believe me? You believe me? I would never lead you astray, right? You see what I'm saying? Um. Yeah. Somebody had a bunch of these on Facebook. I don't know if you do. You got Kijiji. I can't even say it right. Right? Who came up with that name for that? Because it sounds kind of Oh yeah. Yeah, you probably yesterday. Yesterday you said it wasn't sunny out there and warm yesterday, right? Isn't that what you said? I thought you said it was. You got 4 inches of snow. It was cold. Um, one of the days I'd have to go back and look at what day it was. I was telling you it was 40 degrees and warm over here, and you said on the other side of oh shoot, I think it's Lake Huron, that it was 4 inches of snow and cold. I believe that's the. I think it's Lake Huron. Lake Huron. Yeah, my heaters has like a that one in the corner has this unit on that I've mentioned before that it'll come out. It's coming. It's right at the tip of my tongue. See it right there? That's got a thermal protector on the motor, so if it gets up to a certain temperature, it shuts off. So when I go to leave, I have to remind myself to make sure that that's shut off because I left that door open a little bit yesterday because or Thursday. And other days are kind of running into each other, so that's when you get up to the above the 10 years above the 50 mark. That things like that, you find that happens um, a lot. So not sure which day it was. So, anyways, I went out and dug the plow out for, and I might have mentioned that yesterday too when I was going on. I had to dig the plow out beside the garage. My son hit it because he didn't want nobody to walk away. So I assume that's it. He didn't say that, but I assume that's it. Yep. And so I had to go down in the ravine beside our house and plow a path down in there, and so I can go down and bring some more wood up out of it. But when spring comes here, um, I don't know what's going. I don't know. I don't know. I can't get enough. Can't wind myself up enough to get down there and do it, and that's what I find. And then band the leaves around, and then there's like mosquitoes, like massive down there, or it's too hot to be down in there. And it's you can see better when there's no leaves on the trees. It's really bright down there right now because there's no leaves on the trees, so you can see real good. Um, and they've been down for a couple of years, so couple years they've been down at least that many years. We got some wind through, and they took a bunch of trees down, and I think they were just up because they're that we had that poison oak or no poison there was a tree that was always dying. They'd like cleared out all around here a bunch of trees like that. Not elm, not Dutch elm. So, anyways, there's a tree that went dead, and I think it was from like a bug or something something to the effect. So there's a bunch of those laying down. Not a bunch, you know. We're not talking thousands, but there's a lot of them down there. And most of them are like this because this property was already before we got it was already like all the big logs were gone, and then we moved here in like 2 years to 3 years. Some company stopped by, and I think they just solicited pamphlets to everybody to come in and make you some money by cutting some more trees off your property. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like them on there because they just make a mess. They'll cut everything good and leave everything else. It just looks like a mess. I've seen them. I've went by some places where they've went in there and trimmed, um, and they make just a mess. And this looks terrible. Dead trees on the ground. Yeah, I don't know. It does. It's it's just part of the cycle of. It's the cycle of woods life, I guess you could say it. Animals use different little creatures use it, whatever. Um, you know, that got cleared off there. I the summertime, fall time, you can go back and look at some pictures or some that I did. Yeah, I didn't know what I found. I was blowing the front yard and found this thing was about this long, like a little baby alligator, but it didn't have a. They had a stub nose on it, and I thought I remember seeing one when I was young in school because somebody brought one in and had it in an aquarium and showed us what it was. And I remember them talking about it, but I haven't seen one since then. I'm blowing leaves, and all of a sudden, this little black alligator. I thought it was I don't know what a lizard or something, and he was going so slow that I he walked right into a little green bucket of mine, and then I took him around back and waited for him to come out. And he was so staying scared of me that he wouldn't come out of there. So I took some pictures of him and I put one up on Facebook, and everybody said, and it had it was black and it had yellow spots on it. My daughter said, "You didn't touch it, did you?" I was like, "No, I'm not much into touching. I'm not much into touching touching animals. I don't know nothing about." No, it was. I thought it was kind of cute, but it looked like to me that that's you should probably leave it alone. I think, and I'm thinking the way it was going so slow that it might later get onto the driveway and somebody might run him over. So I mean, I wanted some. It was content, free content for me as far as I concerned, because I did some shorts on it and something, and um I got some free content. I got the shorts were like 2,000 views on it, which shorts mean nothing as far as I'm concerned, but it's supposed to bring people to the channel now. Does it? Doesn't it? I don't know. People like to watch them because they have them. They're they go from one thing to the next. There's I think it's McDonald's scenario because they can't stay focused on very much stuff very long. And right now I got to go do something else. No, they just don't. And you can see that the way they drive. A lot of people drive. They drive crazy. They're right from one lane to the next, and the next like this. And time they get to the corner, they're right, and I'm looking at them. They're right beside me, and I'm looking at them over there, and they know they just passed me like a fool, and they know that I'm right beside them, but they won't look over because I want to look at them and wave at them. I used to do that in the city. I'm serious. But when I lived in the Detroit area, we lived down there for 10 years, and I'm from nowhere's land up here where it's at now, and it's busier here. And up here, people wouldn't race you to the, this is over 40 years. This is 40 years ago, where I lived at. People wouldn't race you to um, the next stop sign, next stop light, next road, whatever. They wouldn't race you to the next one. But when I moved down there and, you know, would race to the next. Exactly. Yeah, I drive a shuttle bus for a living, and um, I wish I could film the behavior out of people and post it up because, um, you know, if they when if I get to the time where I don't have to work anymore, I might start filming some of it, just blank out any kind of thing. It has to come back to the business so you can't see it. The other day, I just dropped somebody off and coming down this long straight stretch. The left hand turn lane is in one lane, and the next lane is straight through. And then when you get up closer, there's a right hand turn lane. And so I'm in this lane because I know where I'm going. So I'm coming along, and I'm driving slow because I'm like going back, and I don't know if I'm really milking the hours, but I'm being cautious. Okay, so I can say I'm being cautious because when there's this lane and this left hand lane that's backed up um, a long ways, people tend to figure out that they're in the wrong lane and then dart out in front of you. So I'm zooming up, and all of a sudden I'm looking, and all of a sudden this car comes over, and to keep from like running into him, I'm like looking over this way. I'm like, holy crap, and I'm blowing the horn at the person. I can't say what gender they are because that would be whatever it's called now. Even the ones that don't know what gender there are. And my son's yelling at me right now. And I look over in my mirror, and there's nobody there, and that car actually pushed me right over into the other lane. And I'm blowing my horn. They didn't even look in the mirror, or didn't look back, or didn't say, I'm sorry, because that's if I make a mistake like that, I go like, I'm sorry, I made a mistake, I'm sorry. No, 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 nope, zoom. So I followed that person for quite a long ways where they turned off, and they were trying to get that direction, and that lane was backed up, so they went a little farther down and went that direction. So they wanted to go that direction, except for it would have took them that light there. If you get in that lane there, which I don't get in that lane, I never take a left in that lane unless it's way traffic's if it's way down there where it's like 5 cars, maybe. But when it's 35 cars plus and it's way back there, I never even get in that lane. Now, anyways, the stories of 73 driving around a little town. I mean, this town's small. It's really small. I think it's at 100,000 people, but 100,000 people. I think I heard last time, but it's really small. Um, if you did something, somebody would know who you were. Um, it wouldn't be hard to find you. Of course, they wouldn't. You're in the village. Well, my house where I'm at is in the village, but I'm not going to say where I'm at because I never know. I never know. I never know who's, got a problem with me because I didn't trim my hair, or I'm bald, or I'm fat, or well, all the above. They might have a problem with me. They might have a problem because I got that on. Who knows? People got a problem with everybody. Welcome to the channel if you just got on. Yeah, I'm just finishing up my hour clip at the end, just chatting with people. If you got a question, I can tell you. I'm just doing a fume extractor unit. Finally got my three sides, and I'm going to put the mesh on tomorrow. And then we'll be on the front to figure out how we're going to do that. And once I get that figured out, then I'm going to throw the wheels on, and she's going on the ground, on the cement, not the ground, cement. And then I'm going to try to find a hole for it so I can put it out of the way once I get it down. Of course, it's going to be a nice catch-all like this. So that's I should have put like a little barrier around the top, so when I throw something up, it doesn't roll off on the floor like this thing does. And the other thing. But getting a little bit cleaned up, not a whole lot. I wish I had just one building where I could take and put all shelves up and put everything on, but it'd be cheaper just to get rid of most of the stuff than do that. You know what I'm saying? So how was the so is obviously like it was 21 today. 21 today. I was going to go out and ride the four-wheeler around with my somebody that comes to my house in the weekend, and I opted not to do that. Yeah, I don't know if they're just waking up or what. What did I have? I had 25 on last night. I'm serious. You should go back and look at how many views I had last night on that thing, and that made no sense. It didn't make no. I'm not trying to scare anybody away. There's a lot of views on that. So after this, after I shut this down and whatever views I got on it now, which I can't, I can see right now it says 7, but that's not total views. There was 25 people on it last night when I was talking, and because it was closer to, I think I came down here last night about this time here, and then left at close to midnight, I think. I'm not sure. I'm thinking. And it was 25 views, and when I looked at it, this afternoon, it had 2,500 views on it. So there's short views or whatever, but I'm sure if I was to analyze it, it's just probably on 3 minutes or something rather to see what it was really about, and then they're on to the next thing. Yeah, I just like tonight, I wasn't gonna do anything, and then I'm getting tired now, so all I do is like go in my bedroom and turn on YouTube and watch I don't know, whatever actually I fight against the rhythm of YouTube for probably 60% of it I watch, because if you start watching this one thing, then that's all they do is push you this one thing, and of course it's always the one that makes the most views that makes YouTube the most money. So, and it's not me, and it's not none of my videos that's making any money for YouTube or me. It's always somebody else. I need to laugh about something. I just need a little laugh tonight. I'm not laughing at you. it's just what it is. Anyways, yeah, this don't look too bad. You can't see much other than it's weld, and it's really not. Once I spot one of those 4 places, it pulled it right in. So, and like I said, I haven't knocked down the welds at all, but anyways, yep. Sorry about yawning on national television here or national YouTube, but yeah. Yeah. Next thing is I've got this motorcycle my son wants me to fix up. Actually, it's just putting brake shoes on it. That's what the next video is going to be about, along with something else. I actually want to try to get a snow blower in. I got like 3 of them out there. Big walk behinds, 3 of them back there. And the last 2 years, we haven't got any snow to even use a snow blower. So I could actually like maybe use a snow blower so I'm not walking through the snow like, I got boots. But it makes a different type of video. I may lose viewers because they like this kind of stuff, or more viewers will show up, I got other things I need to do too. Scrapping stuff, and I got to find another grinder because I got to find another grinder. I've been looking at them on Marketplace and haven't found one I want. I want another Bosch one, but what happened was I was using it and cutting off copper windings and such, and it was starting to make a howling noise in there. So you can't get the new ones. You can't get the shield off it without destroying it. This is the one I had. No, this is not the one. Or maybe it is. I got another one just like this, with this small neck, and I have it mounted in a unit that for cutting. I need that shield on there that goes around these little bumps. Well, the other one was howling here in the gearbox a lot. Of course, I was using it a lot. So I was thinking that they throw grease in there. I don't know if you've ever done one in a bar before. They throw grease in there, but when it spins around enough, it just goes out of the gears and it's around the outside of the case. So eventually they're metal to metal gears, and it won't take long, and it'll just wipe out the gears. And I like that grinder, except for the shield. Has a little click that you rotate it around, and the only way I could get the shield off was to destroy it. So which one was the worst to destroy? The grinder or the shield? So I can always use it like this again. So this one's pretty new. This is the GW5845. And I like them because they're smaller. And, if you're doing a lot of stuff. I like the ones that have a trigger up here though, for more convenience. But this one, it bumps off pretty easy though, which is probably a good. Right, so I put some more grease in it and it quieted down, but now I can't use it for my cutoff thing because, because I can't get a shield on it. And actually I had the shield, over there by the grinder, because it's weird. It has a metal plate that goes around, and then like there's like rubber underneath there, and this metal plate that went up, and it had like sides on it. It was just I like the other ones where you can just take the shield off. You can just take the shield off, or you can put it on. You know, we know it's all safety. I mean, my cordless one, yeah, my cordless one, I can take the shield off if I really want to. I don't, because the battery's always dead. The battery's always dead, so I don't. No, it's got thermal protection in it. The batteries do. See all these screws here? I can take them screws right off. All those little Torx, right? I'm sure they're Torx because we're out of Phillips anymore. 20s. And that shield will come right off there. It turns a little bit. It's got to go, you know, you got to turn it a little bit to get it to line up to come off, I would assume. Some or other. It looks like it comes off. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Let's see. I don't know. There's a little lineup pin right there for something. I don't know. It looks like to me it comes off. Maybe sometime I'll. I don't know. These are all spaced in between that thing, except for that one over there. So you must have to juggle it around or whatever. But of course, I don't know if I boasted on them. They're not a whatever like everybody else's sponsor or whatever to the effect. But they have not did me wrong so far. This is the second grinder. The first one had a power thing on it. We sent it in. They said, just use it until she dies and we'll give you another one. And so I got it back, sent this in to the guy, because they changed the paddle, because it used to be just a small little tiny thing. They give you a whole paddle now. And you know, you can, anyways, they haven't done me wrong. I got another one of these, and all I did was buy the tool and register it. I've already got, the only thing I haven't wiped out yet is this, the drill, except for the one of them is making noise, so it may be dying pretty soon. And some or other I got, I don't even know how I did it. It was brain damage day. It really was, seriously. Brain damage day. And some or other I got something in here. I got a bit in there and I couldn't get it out. And so some or other I took this little OG loose clip that's got like a hole. It's like that, slides around it. I slide that around there and I took it off. To find out the bit just slid out of there. So I don't, it confused me how I did that. So then I was using this a lot. And then some or other I lost that clip out there. I'm not sure if it's out there or over there. Some or other out here I lost the thing. So now I have this collar and I have the spring behind it, but I don't have that piece there. So I go to the guy that's now there's a local. He used to take these to Home Depot. Take them to Home Depot. Home Depot would send them in to Rigid. Rigid would repair them and then come back. Well, some or other, Home Depot wasn't following through on procedure. I'm not sure what the real problem is. I'm sure it was all the above. Every time I'd go in, if I didn't find one guy that knew anything about rigid, which was one gentleman all the time, some of the other gender didn't know anything about it and couldn't take care of you. And then if this guy had the day off, then you're calling up customer service. I'm sure people are calling up customer service and yelling at them about, why don't you just get somebody outside the store that we don't have to mess with no more? They can still sell the tools. We can register them. We can take it to some independent guy and have them do it. And they did it because there's a little guy that talks more than I do that I take the tool into and get it repaired. It's hard to believe that there's somebody out there that talks more than I do, but there is. And I'm only talking like it because I'm on YouTube, because once I turn the camera off, I don't talk to many people. So you've just seen, like if you went to, I don't know, wherever, gas station, you see me pull in, get gas, I go in, I just pay for the gas and just walk out, I don't talk to anybody. It's like this. I just don't talk too much. And just keep to myself. But anyways, so they put one of the kickers, the first tools, which wasn't first, they put the model number right on the side here or something. So if you were using a tool, which most people did, they scuffed that number up. So now they finally put the number down here on the tag underneath, where the only thing you're going to scuff it up is when you put the battery in, but for the most part you don't. Now, the only one I can tell people to do is like mark, like somewhere's on your tool, get a hot thing or some kind of tool, and put on the tool, because my son the manager has tools the same as I do, so we get confused. So when I go in, he says, well, this isn't yours. So then I got to tell him his name, and then I got to give him his phone number, and then they got to call him when it's done, and then I go pick it up. Yeah. So it's like thermal detector here. It's got a little light there. I bought Ryobi tools when I was in my old house, and for the most part, they did okay. Then the saw, there's no, there's, once you buy it, you're done with it. It's by the same company, Johnson, some Johnson Corporation or something. They make the red, they make the orange, and they make the green. They're all by the same company. Yeah. So, I hit a nail with it. You're not supposed to hit a nail, but it was an accident. I was cutting, I was doing the door thing. I hit a little nail, and then it made a big growling noise. And I took it apart and greased it up. And once you get a little burr in there, you can't get it over. So I get a hold of the company. I said, hey, it's an accident. I didn't do it on purpose. I'm not one of those people that call up you and whine and complain about every time a tool goes bad. That's not what it is. And he said, well, if you want some sort of warranty, you need to buy the red or the orange. And I said, oh, very good. So, no more green for me. And and so you pay a little bit more and you register it, and every time you have an issue, you just take it to the guy and fix it. Now the batteries are awesome. I got 3 old batteries over there that I don't know why I'm saving them, that failed. I call them up. They want you to have the charger with you and the battery, and then the lady will call. First off, you call there and they get the answer machine. You can leave a message where they can call you back, which is kind of cool. I think that's a plus. So you're not sitting there, listen to music, whatever. And they call you right back. And then she says, hey, who's this one belong to? No, the green is Ryobi. I've never had any. I've never had. Trying to think back. I have never had a snap-on impact. Oh, I have. Sorry. Air impact, air tools. I've had all snap-on ones. They were all snap-on stuff. Because that's when I worked on cars. That's what I had. The snap-on guy come in every time he had a problem. He would take care of you. You paid extra. Took care of you. Mac tools give you a hard time. So they couldn't get it. It's on back order. We'll say another one, and then when the other one comes in, we'll take care of you. Well, then the other one, the new, they forgot all about the back order tool, and it happened a lot. That happened a ton. Plus, their stuff didn't last. I had lights, compression gauge set, because I'd buy stuff. The main stuff that worked, I used all the time, snap-on. Then every once in a while, they would be on sale. The Mac guy would have them on sale. And so, like, compression gauge was a piece of junk. I had one of those, didn't work. Some other tools that they had that was on sale, whatever, till I have an issue with it. Snap-on guys, like, the other day, I just had a. Now, see, I didn't buy this from him. Okay. He knows I didn't buy it from. Well, he does. He doesn't know that I didn't buy it from his dad. The son. So I have a hammer just like this. This is snap-on. Okay. It's just red across, so it's a dead blow one, which has got the steel in the inside of the blow. I just gave it to him yesterday, and I picked this up off. I picked it for $20, $25 off somebody for used with some other tools that were snap-on stuff, and I got it for $25. And I went on his truck because I still owed him a little bit of money, and I just haven't been buying any tools because I don't know. It's like tools are just like out of this world. Snap-on is like holy moly. I mean, this I think was like $125. Imagine what it's going to be now. It's probably like $170. And he just warrantied it out. He just looked it up on his computer and and grabbed another one off and gave it to me, and I paid $25 for it. And that other one's like $130, I think. It's for I assume you just use it for like separating transmission stuff, where like when you're trying to remove the throttle body from the case, or tapping something that's aluminum that you don't want to break it, because she'll break it. Guaranteed she'll break it. So yeah, that little pry bar that I lost, that's a snap-on too. But I haven't bought anything in a while. If I still have a job in the middle of summertime, maybe I'll start buying some more stuff off him. But he gave me the big handshake and thank you very much. He makes money on it. See, he sold the tool, even if it's warranty. He sold the tool. He'll get money off that. Something. He'll make some money on it. I know he will. Somebody was on Marketplace, had a whole bunch of Escape tools. He wanted $1,100 It was a great deal. Except for SK's tools, there's no more warranty on SK tools no more. It was bought out by the Chinese, and Chinese are making their own uh, um, clone of the SK tool. And there's no warranty on it. None of them. So now, if you have Stanley is now bought out by Mac Tools. So if you have any kind of Stanley screwdrivers or ratchets or sockets or anything like that, Mac Tools is the guy to go to for that. And he'll take care of you, because I had a Mac screwdriver that survived some or other, and I was able to chase one of those guys down, and he had to order the screwdriver and he got it replaced. The tip was broken. My son. Yes, it was the manager. It wasn't me. I'm guilty of using it too, but these are chisels. These are chisels. You know what I'm saying? These are chisels. So, and I've done it before too, but I try not to, because then I got to take it to him, and he'll just give me another. He'll give me just another one of those, and I bought off the guy's dad. I had some handles that some or other required off of, like some older Stanley tool, older. I can't remember what I got. There was some tools with the handles were good, but the things were good, bad, and they weren't warrantable. So I just put the blades in them, and because they're gonna know. Snap-on's gonna know if that's. Snap-on's gonna know if that's their blade, okay? They're gonna know. This is a Craftsman, and they're gonna know if that's their blade, because you could put this thing on it, and that piece right there. You know what that piece is for? So they can clamp it in their vise and tap the handle off. So that's what they put that there for, and also identification, because there's no numbers on these blades. There's no numbers. But I deal with the same guy all the time, so I got that's Snap-on. I got a few stuff. Not a lot. He helped me out. That's the sockets of Snap-on. So it's a doggone expensive. It's unbelievable how expensive they are. It really is. As I said, I'm over the 60 mark. So when I was 21-ish, 25-ish, that was when I was buying all my tools. So from 8 to 19, a set of wrenches, just standard open wrench set, and they might have skipped one size in there, I think, for whatever reason it was. Some or other skipped one. It was like $130 for a set. And you're going like, holy smokes, $130 for these good tools, dude. You should know, they're $325 now, $325 for them. They're like, how can you afford that? Well, how can you not afford them? You never break them. You never break them. Here's a set. Here's 18. You never break them. No. The ones that went through the house fair, I bent them. So I put them on something. I could bend them now. Now I'm trying to I want to take like keep thinking about like well why can't you heat treat them, you know, to get them hot and glowing like they used to show in shop class, and dip them in the oil, quench them, they used to say, quench them. But this is an open set right here, and I ended up buying the set off his dad, and then he warranted my other wrenches some. He said that it's hard to get, it's hard to for him to turn in wrenches um, through warranty when they're going to look at them and go, well, these have been through a fire. Now the sockets, I polished them up, and like all my sockets, he pretty much did. There's a few. There's a few that I haven't got through. But you know, I mean, this is an SK extension. This is a snap-on stud remover, and it went through a house fire, and I freed it up and got it working again. I'll never break this. There's no way I can break that. No way I can break that. But you know. Anyways, this is one of those guys. This works really good. I have not been able to break this yet. Again, you can break it. You can blow that head up. I can tell you can blow that head up real easy. That would be reefing on it, you know, and trying to blow it out. But yeah, this is not snap-on. None of these that I had were like this with a slip collar to keep the sockets from falling off. Were snap-on. I never got the snap-on stuff. Because the Mac guy would come in, and he'd come in with this SK stuff. Say, hey, I got all these extensions on a good deal, and I'm thinking like, what's a good deal? And then it seemed like a good deal, so I'd buy them. But SK's no longer in business, so. And this guy works good. You can use it to, you break it loose, and then you can buzz it right out. You break it loose. You got to use the ratcheting part to break it loose, and then buzz it out. Very nice. I've showed that in some videos. Again, Ridge will never sponsor any videos with these. Never will. They pay too much. They pay way too much money for Home Depot for them to ever pay anybody for any kind of promoting them. Just, you know, because it's the same. Very few times. I have not seen any red, green, or orange advertisement on YouTube ever, because Home Depot does it for them. They're about due for a big sale here pretty soon that they'll be on, you know, on TV. They'll be advertising it, spring thing or whatever. But you buy this and probably 16. 16's 5/8, but anyways, yeah. But yeah, you'll never see any, you know, ads for that on YouTube, because you know, you see the ads that they put on there now with K chips. Sometimes you hear pop, depends on if you're on the support game or not. Yep. So we're like 2 minutes, and I got yeah. So like now I only got an hour to wait for my program, right? Yeah, it's 11:30 here. It should be the same as yours. The one that kind of gives me the creeps, the ones that gives me the creeps, the one I have the most issue with, and I don't use a lot, but I'm using it for something I shouldn't be using it for. So this is the one that's really dirty. I bought this, and I keep going through blades, but the blades would slide off of here. Now Rigid doesn't. Rigid, when they sell you this, they sell you a blade with it, and I think that blade that came with it was the best blade ever. So you can't buy. That's what's really bizarre about Ridge's tools. That I can never figure out as once you buy the tool and it comes with a blade or a grinding disc, you go into Home Depot or even go on their website and you cannot buy any grinding discs from them. You can't buy the grinding discs. I used it for the same thing as he's using it for cutting the copper ends off the ACRs. And so what would happen is the blade would catch some of that oil from the inside of the tube, and then this blade would fall off. So if you can see the right here, it's all copper dust. So that's one of my issues with it. It was pretty good. They go through batteries a lot because they just do. It's kind of interesting though, but brain dead I am. Right there is an Allen wrench for adjusting something that I even forgot that I actually didn't even know was there. Look, an Allen wrench sitting there. Imagine that. I can't even have a chance to lose it. I'm sure it has to do with adjusting, something to do with this tracking, probably tracking adjustment in here, which may be an issue why they came off. This is the one and you can't even buy any. I kept this box over here because I kept forgetting what it was that I got. So this is the blade you buy for it. You have to go to Home Depot, and they have them stacked around there somewhere. I don't know where the number is. Here's the part number. Of course, it's backwards again. That's the part number of it. That's the same blade. Same blade as goes on that unit. So obviously Makita has the same unit. There's a picture of it down here in the corner. So Makita makes one too. Did Makita make that for them? Maybe in orange. Maybe in orange. It looks identical. I mean, look at it. Guess that you can make it out there. Except for this one would be in green because the Makita's, everything's green. Right? I had Makita. I love Makita when I was working in cars. I bought Makita stuff, but they went through a period of they went through a period of batteries. Terrible. I mean, I started out with the first cordless drill I got was, guess what? Tell me what you think it was. Any guesses? Any guesses? Any guesses will take it. I'm sure most people had it. That company's been around for a long time. They just downsized. Most of the places are out of business. That would be Sears. My first one was Sears, and it had because I thought there were a lot of money then. I bought Sears and then charged it up and used it, charged it up, used it, charged it up, used it. Used it about a year and a half, maybe 2 years. I might have got out of it, and then the battery's going dead, and then you go back to Sears, and Sears says, "No, we can't take care of them." It was another company that we had a contract with. We had a contract with them, and they had problems with their battery life, and I'm sure that was when Sears started to go smaller, right? You think? Oh, I think that was when Sears started having a lot of problems with their tools, because that was let's see, when did I get that one? I think I got that one in the 90s. I think in the 90s I had that. See, Richard has a thermal protection on the batteries, so you can't overwork them. And then you got, and I've never done this. This is the first time I've actually pushed this button. This is the speed of it. And actually, I just seen it. When I was showing it to you, I just noticed that that was down here. There used to be, the speed used to be up here, like the drills 1 and 2. And then this is a newest one, because the other one I got was going to get warrantied out, and I couldn't find the tag on it. So my son says, "Well, just go buy another one, Dad." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay." So then I went and did it. And then he leaves his in his truck, and then when he's down here, he uses my stuff. So, anyways, this is cool, because if you overdo it with that grinder, you'll see it once in a while where it'll shut off on me, and that's the thermal protector. And so, yeah, my doing burnouts with my shoes. That's the thermal protection on the grinder, so you don't burn it up. So she'll shut off. Plus, that 2-amp battery is it's getting old, and yeah, that's where I'm headed to. So I just got my coat on, turned the heater off. Yeah, it was nice listening. Actually, it's nice, the little comment back and forth. So what I'm saying. You're a cool guy. I don't even know who you are, but just by reading your comments, you seem to be a pretty cool guy. But I say that about my son too. Yeah. I got an interesting thing that I'm going to try to do with a mag drill that I bought, that I give it a lift and it doesn't work. So it's really irritated me. I did a video on it, and I got to totally tear this apart and see if I can make it work. Maybe there's something actually wrong with it. That's why it was on a resale shop place. So I got to do that too. But that's another time. All right, buddy. You guys have a good evening. I see that we got quite a few people tonight, which was cool. Like I said, I'll say it 100 times, was make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed. So that way, if we're doing something some evening that you weren't aware of it, that you'll get a notification. You get a notification that 73, which is me, my first name is Don, in case you didn't happen to know that by now. So you can call me Nod, or you can call me 73. Don't call me late for dinner. Yeah, I'm getting hungry right now thinking about it. Thanks for being there and watching it. And if you're out there and you want to leave a comment sometime, go right ahead, because I'm trying to keep this small and be personal and talk to people and not be where I don't know who you are and I'll never answer any questions because I don't know who you are. That's based on some of the other YouTube guys out there that have 1,500 subscribers and or 20,000 subscribers, and they have 1,500 people watching, and they can't answer all the questions, so they can answer none, other than if they know you personally. That's a plug for somebody that I watch that does that all the time. All right. Have a good evening. We'll see you. We should be back tomorrow night, Eastern Standard Time, after 6, between 6 and 7. I should be on doing that. Bye.